the rapper D Taulani. Once upon a time there was a great beast. Kamapa was his name and he wanted to feast. Ate every human being till he was satisfied, except there was one woman who managed to run and hide. She ran from the monster and looked around with dread. There was no one who could help her, for everybody was dead. Looking for shelter, red building label after label after label. Suddenly she stopped and what looked like an old stable. She had a son who wore a charmed necklace with no finer. For that reason she named him D Taulani, the diviner. To make him a bed she left and collected straw, but when she returned she looked upon her son with awe. For there was D Taulani, a baby who couldn't stand, all grown up into a handsome and prophetic young man. He asked his mother why nobody else was there. She responded, Kamapa ate them all with no particular care. D Taulani was enraged and taking a knife, left to find Kamapa and end the source of all strife. Kamapa swallowed him whole as his mother looked and cried, but she need not fear, cause D Taulani hadn't died. He climbed through Kamapa's body and cut off intestines. And so Kamapa died then and there was no question that D Taulani was the savior of all humankind. For thousands were alive and simply biding their time, till someone came to save them from their imminent deaths. That someone like D Taulani, he hadn't finished yet. He opened up Kamapa's stomach and escorted them all out. He thought they'd all be grateful to somebody, raised a shout. No man could have done this, so monster he must be. Let's rid the world of him and make it safe for you and me. 3 times they tried to hurt him, 3 times they failed. One day they said, we've had enough, it's time to have him killed. He ran straight to a river, making sure he was alone. D Taulani cleverly transformed himself into a stone. His enemies found the river, but he wasn't in sight. One man picked up a stone and threw it with all his might. It landed ways away on the other side of the river. D Taulani transformed back and said, man, those clowns are bitter.